Before any vessel leaves the shop, it has to prove itself under real pressure, not a calculation, an actual test. UG-99 and UG-100 decide exactly how that proof gets done, and with what. Welcome back to ASME Section 8 Division 1 in 5 minutes. Episode 8, Hydrostatic versus Pneumatic Testing. Start with the default, the hydrostatic test, UG-99. Fill the vessel with water and pressurize to at least on E.3 times MAWP, multiplied by a factor called the lowest stress ratio. LSR compares your material's allowable stress at test temperature to its allowable stress at design temperature, since steel often behaves differently at each. Hold that pressure, confirm there's no drop, then bring it down to MAWP itself and inspect every joint visually for leakage. Water is the default for one simple reason. It barely compresses, so it barely stores energy. That last point matters more than it sounds. Compressed gas stores enormous energy. If a flour lets go under a pneumatic test, that energy releases almost instantly, closer to an explosion than a leak. Water just doesn't behave that way. A crack under hydrostatic test typically just weeps. That single physical difference is why pneumatic testing isn't a free alternative you choose for convenience. It's reserved for situations where hydro testing genuinely isn't possible. UG-100 only allows pneumatic testing in two situations. The vessel can't safely be filled with water. Think of supports that can't take the weight, or it can't be properly dried afterward, in services where any trace of test liquid is a problem. And because of that stored energy risk, the margin drops. Pneumatic test pressure is only 1.1 times MAWP times LSR, not 1.3. Less rigorous proof, on purpose, specifically to limit how violently things could go wrong if something actually fails during the test. And here's a direct callback to episode 3. Both tests share the same temperature flow. Metal temperature during either a hydrostatic or pneumatic test has to stay at least 30 degrees Fahrenheit warmer than the vessel's MDMT, never colder. Brittle fracture risk doesn't disappear just because you're only testing, not operating. Test cold enough, and you can crack a perfectly good vessel during its own proof test, which defeats the entire purpose of testing it in the first place. A few execution details worth knowing. Vents go at every high point before filling, to purge trapped air pockets that could distort the reading. Pressure gets applied gradually, never all at once, and once you reach test pressure, you hold it long enough to confirm there's no loss before you even start inspecting. Metal temperature generally shouldn't exceed 120 degrees Fahrenheit during either test, either too hot, and you delay inspection until it cools back down. None of this is optional paperwork, it's what actually makes the test result trustworthy. Quick recap, hydrostatic testing at 1.3 times MAWP is the default, because water barely stores energy. Pneumatic testing at 1.1 times MAWP is the exception, reserved for vessels that genuinely can't be water tested. And both share the same MDMT+30 temperature flow from episode 3. That's episode 8. Full test pressure walkthrough is linked below on WeldFab World. Subscribe. Episode 9 covers pressure relief and overpressure protection.